So in this video right here, I'm going to be discussing about my 55-gallon acrylic aquarium, and I have shown this once in my previous videos, one of them at least, but never really got too much into details about it. My cousin gave this to me a while back, and he used this for his sump when he had, I think it was a 200-gallon aquarium, but that's why, as you can see, the scratches right here in the front. I could have buffed it out, but at the time I needed the aquarium set up for another fish, but ended up passing away, so decided to do a entire aquascape with driftwood, clay tunnel, as well as a plastic one and clay pleco hide. And then there's a lava rock right here, which turned out actually pretty good. It's an old one that I had for a very long time in one of the other aquariums that we used to have, but decided to use it in this one just to add to the aquascaping. Majority of the plants that I did have in here got uprooted by the dojo loaches, as you can see. There's some odd variety of plants that are just floating atop, but are surprisingly still growing. Some of them, not all of them, but I kept the leaves in there so that the guppies that I have could breed in them, and at least have some of the fry survive in there. But so far I have 7 dojo loaches. The amount of guppies in there, I have no idea, but the majority of them turned out to be females. I just bought a bundle of them at my local pet store that they were selling as feeders, and so they've been breeding in there ever since. It's probably been about a couple of months or so by now that I've had the dojo loaches and the guppies. The betta fish I have in here, it's kind of hard to see, but it's like a black and grayish color. The blue lighting makes it look like it's blue, but it's actually not. As you can see, you might be able to see the babies, or the guppy fry. I'm not sure how well the camera can pick them up, but it is here. Yeah, I'm using my iPad right now, so the quality may not be the best, but hopefully you guys can see the guppy fry. There's actually tiny ones in here too. Some of them are bigger than the others, but the male guppies that I have in here actually look pretty nice. The selection of them were just random, so I'm actually kind of happy with the way they turned out. The plants on this side that are floating were actually given to me by another YouTuber named Aquaballs. I put a link in the description of my last video, which was the update on my monster fish tank, but I'll also add another link in this video as well. Just like my other fish tank, I added a couple of pothos plants in here, but the roots aren't growing out as fast because the dojo loaches keep eating them, so the plant's growing a little slower than the other one I have in the other tank, but it's still growing and helping out with the water quality. So I actually like the way that the plants turned out. As far as the floating ones, if you look from below, it's just a whole green layer covering the surface of the aquarium. Turned out real nice. But I'm planning on replacing this aquarium with a 40-gallon glass aquarium because of the issue I was having with this one. I wanted to fill it up all the way to the top, but because it was used as a sump, the top area was cut, so there's no real support to hold the weight of the water from both the front and in the back. So when I filled it up, started to bulge out on both sides, so had to remove most of the water so that the aquarium wouldn't burst on me. But so far, no burst yet, which I'm glad. The bulging isn't as bad as it was. It's a little bit bulging, like more right here, but before, when I filled it up, it was coming out at maybe about an inch and a half. But another fish that I have in here, I can't even see, it's too dark in the tunnel right there, but I have a Galaxy Pleco in here. I think it's an it's either an L007 or an L240, but I'm not 100% sure on that. The algae banquet that you see right there was originally in the front of the aquarium, but then the Galaxy Pleco just tugged it all the way back to its height. I have a cucumber here, which I thought would have been good for the Pleco here, but of course it's not. That's not the diet of this one isn't the same as any of the other Plecos, but the dojo loaches and the guppies pretty much devoured the entire inside of the cucumber, but I'll probably swap that out soon. Other than that, that's pretty much it as far as the aquarium goes. I try to keep the temperature up pretty much in the mid-70s. I have a thermometer right there, but the heater I have isn't actually big enough for the aquarium, so as you can see right there, I think it's a 5-gallon heater, or a heater made for a 5-gallon aquarium or a 10-gallon, but it's been working so far. It keeps the water warm, but I'm going to upgrade that to a fluval aquarium heater. The filter in here I have is a fluval C4, but as you can see, the water flow is kind of weak right now because a lot of the plant debris ends up getting clogged up in the intake. Some of it gets lodged inside there, so I have to keep clearing that out, but I'm planning on getting a canister filter and modifying it for this aquarium, because so far I've had a lot of success with the canister filters compared with the hangback filters or the overhang filters. I mean, this one's working so far, but with the canister filters I never had too many problems with plant debris clogging it up. Oh well. Hopefully later on, when I get the other aquarium, I'll be able to upgrade the filter to a bigger size, or even maybe another fluval, but we'll see what happens. Alright then, until next time.